Going. I'm coming to you from my iPad, which I never use other than to stream Hulu or something on TV, so hopefully it works. Michelle Beckner here, Michelle Beckner Family Wellness. Happy Tuesday night. I hope everybody's kids are in bed and asleep. I hope mine are asleep. I know they're in bed. So welcome to episode 3 of the Happy Mama Healthy Baby live show. I'm so happy to be here, and hopefully this will be my first episode that doesn't cut out in the middle. That's why I'm trying the pad, whatever. I'm coming to you from my bathroom because we don't have very good lights in this house, and I figure it's the best lighting, so I'm shut up in the bathroom so the kids don't hear me. You do what you gotta do, right? So if you did check in at one of my last shows, the first show I talked about being a calm mom. That was check in, accept, love yourself, and meditate. If you want to get the details on that, I put a link for my guide on how to be a calm mom in the comments or whatever for this show. Hi, if you're watching, say hi, tell me who you are, where you're from, yay. Check out the free guide, How to Be a Calm Mom. Today we're talking about the L part, love yourself. I want to talk a little bit. Oh, it's Rick, hey! Is my mom watching too? Hi. So we're going to talk about self-love, self-care, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of times you think about self-care, a lot of people think that means, go get a massage or a manicure or a pedicure, have a spa day, whatever. But it's a lot more than that. And if you're the kind of person that doesn't enjoy that kind of stuff, then that's not self-care for you. If it's something that you dread doing and don't enjoy, then you got to find something else. I know for me, I don't really get massages anymore. I've gotten a couple, and I feel like every time I leave, a lot more tense than I came, just because it's uncomfortable for me. I prefer facials or pedicures or something. But anyway, that's not all there is to self-care. So I'm just looking at my notes. So what is self-care? Basically, it's a way for you to love yourself, because you really can't authentically love others unless you love yourself and take care of yourself first, right? What do I want to talk about here? So one way I want to be really quick because I know not everybody has a lot of time. So I want to just expand your knowledge of self-care and what you think it is. So there's many different aspects of self-care. There's your mind, your body, your emotions, spiritual, relationships, work, your environment, financial, social, and family. That's a lot, right? Kind of anything in your life. There's ways that you can improve on it or make yourself happier with it, right? So for example, for your mind, to take care of your mind, self-care for your mind, you may need it if you feel like your thoughts are racing all the time, maybe you have trouble falling asleep or relaxing. If you complain a lot, I know I'm kind of a chronic complainer. So that's when you may need to find some things to help you clear your mind, and that could be meditation. What other examples? Body, I know being a new mom, there's probably a lot of moms that don't feel too happy in their body. You want to feel connected with your body. You want to feel like your body is your friend. So you want to take care of that. For some people that may be exercise, if you like to exercise. For me, if you know anything about me, I like to walk. So that's kind of, for me, mind and body. What else? What else do we want to talk about? Oh, financial. That's something that you wouldn't really think about with self-care. But if your finances are really weighing on you, then that could be something that really affects your life negatively. So taking that time to really straighten out your finances, look at your bank statement once a month or whatever you need to do to make yourself feel a little bit more at peace with that. And then, oh yeah, environment is a good thing too. So even just like taking care of little things around the house that are bugging you, that's a way of practicing self-care. So for example, like, I don't know, if you've got young kids, then you probably have lots and lots of clothes that they've outgrown. And I don't know what you do with them, but they kind of get shoved into the closets or thrown into the guest room, filled up, like the old dressers get filled up or whatever, until eventually everything's overflowing. And you don't really want to open the closet or walk into that room anymore, right? So one thing you could do for self-care is to clear out that room, and then you don't feel like you always have to avoid it and you've got like that weight hanging over you. So yeah, I hope that was kind of clear. There's a lot of little things you can do to take care of yourself. So I don't know, let's think of a few more examples of self-care. Let's see, so we're on the point of like, maybe making your environment something a little bit more peaceful. If there's a table in your house, I know I've got a table or a chair or whatever that's always collecting clutter. Try keeping that clean, or at work, try keeping your desk clean. What was I gonna say? Oh, your closet, like if your closet's really cluttered, or if you have like tons of old underwear that you just never feel happy about putting on, and you just really like dread kind of going into your underwear drawer, or if none of your bras fit you anymore after being pregnant and breastfeeding or whatever, going out and buying new bras or underwear, that's like awesome self-care, right? So there's a lot of other little things that you can think about, more than just like the typical spa day kind of thing to take care of yourself. So I guess since I want to keep it short, my challenge to you, a couple things. First, I want you to write down like 5 or 10 things that bring you joy. I usually like to tell people, moms, to think back like before they had kids, what did they really like to do in their spare time? We forget that a lot. So sit down and really think, like, what do you like to do that makes you happy? That's like for you, right? So, maybe it's spending time with your spouse or your kids, but try to think of things that are like a little bit more personal. I mean, I know one of my things that brings me joy is spending time like with my family, with my kids, with my parents and my kids, or spending time with friends. But try to think of things like a little bit more personal too. So write those down, and then pick 1 or 2 and think about like what's stopping you from doing that. So for example, let's see, like if you really like gardening, if you really like gardening outside and growing flowers or vegetables or whatever, but you just never get a chance to do it anymore, then maybe what's stopping you is like you need new gardening gloves. So like every time you go out there, you like can't find your gloves, or they're gross and disgusting and you don't want to put them on. So go buy yourself a pair of gloves. I guess the obvious answer is time, right? Time could be for sure what's stopping you. So what I say to that is you just need to make it a priority, and you'll realize really, really quickly when you make yourself and your self-care a priority, it'll actually free up time. Like it magically makes time in your life. When you take care of yourself, thoughts just flow much more freely, and you're not like running around doing a million things but getting nothing done. So yeah, figure out, okay, so write down those 5 or 10 things that bring you joy. Figure out exactly what it is that's stopping you from doing it. So like maybe putting on a bra that fits brings you joy, but what's stopping you from doing it is you don't own one. So go to the store, get fitted or whatever, and buy a beautiful, some beautiful underwear that makes you feel good every time you put it on, right? So that's kind of like the body part of self-care, where you feel like your body is your friend, because when it looks nice, then it helps you love it a little bit more, right? Okay, yeah, so you're writing down those 5 or 10 things that you love to do, figuring out exactly what it is that's in your way, that's stopping you from actually doing it, and then then do it. Make sure to do it. So keep that list with you. Like if you have a little notebook or journal or something, or put it in your phone, keep it somewhere where you can reference and constantly be reminding yourself like, oh yeah, this is what makes me happy. So you can do it. Or if you have like those 5 minutes at the end of the day, I know I pretty much can't fall asleep unless I read for a little bit. That's one of my self-care things. I read a book every night before bed. So where was I going with that? Yeah, so you'll just be reminded and do it more often, then hopefully eventually it'll become part of the routine. There was one last thing I wanted to say. What did I want to say? I don't know. Anybody, if you have any specific things that you do for self-care, I'd love to hear them. Share them, and then that's another way that I'll get you to do it is it'll hold yourself accountable. Shoot, I wish I could remember what I had to say. I don't have it in my notes. Yeah, so anyway, I guess that's all I wanted to talk about with self-care. And yeah, so check out my free guide. I feel like I should have like a funny story or like something for you guys because I usually do. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not as prepared as I should be. But yeah, check out my free guide, How to Be a Calm Mom. And remember that's check in, accept, love yourself, and meditate. And you can get all the details of what each of those things are on my guide. And yeah, do it. Write down the 5 or 10 things that you love to do or you wish you had time to do. Figure out exactly what it is that's stopping you from doing it. And do those things. Try to do one little thing every day for yourself. And I promise you, you will notice your days will go by much smoother, you'll be much happier, and you will have the time to get it done. I feel like I hear a baby crying. So, alrighty, well, we'll be back on Friday. I'll be back talking about nutrition for babies. And then next Tuesday, I'll be back for Happy Mama. So basically, yeah, how this works is, in case you don't know, every Tuesday, I'm here talking about Happy Mama stuff, how to take care of yourself. I think next Tuesday, we're going to talk about meditating, so that'll be really fun. And then, yeah, Friday, we talk about nutrition for babies. So last Friday, I talked a little bit just about, in general, what I do, helping moms who have young babies who have allergies or reflux or colic, things like that. So I don't know what I'll talk about Friday. If you have anything you want to talk about or any questions, let me know and we'll see. But in the meantime, enjoy your Tuesday night and I will talk to you on Friday. Yay! Bye everybody.